So I've been trying to come out here every morning, not long after waking up, though I've been actually waking up and it's still dark out, so I have to wait till it gets light out. But I can truly feel the difference. It's kind of motivating to do it because I can truly feel the difference in my sleep at night. I guess the idea is that when you wake up and you get natural light into your eyes, it sets off a whole cascade of natural processes, one of them being a big cortisol dump. And then something like 12 to 14 hours later, you start feeling tired. And I have really struggled with sleep for as long as I can remember. And I would say, I'm doing a lot of things differently now, but this is one thing I feel that I can feel days when I don't come out first thing in the morning and get natural light into my eyes. I don't feel super tired, let's say at 9 o'clock, and then I end up staying awake till 10, as opposed to when I do come out here, I start getting like crazy tired at like 8 o'clock, and then I'm asleep by 9, and then also the quality of that sleep seems to be better, both in terms of duration and wake-ups or disturbances.
Here's my morning supplement routine. Vitamins off thefeed.com, some Thorn iron, and some Designs for Sport vitamin D3, all NSF certified, and then a big glass of orange juice to hopefully help with the iron absorption.
I know from my monthly rhythm testing that my iron plummets if I don't supplement. I would assume partially due to just what I'm doing and partially due to that Aaron's a vegetarian, and so I don't eat a lot of meat in general and definitely don't eat a lot of red meat. And so that's something I'm working on. In fact, tonight I intend to have a nice steak. But the iron, for some reason, seems to be really difficult for me to keep high. And so I'm definitely a candidate for regular iron supplementation if I want to keep it, even in decent area for an ultra endurance athlete. And the only way I would know that and know that I can supplement quite regularly with iron and still not really get my iron very high is through my monthly blood testing with Rhythm.
Starting good habits, getting steps in before headed to preschool. Right, Levi?
Yeah.
It's important to get your steps in, even if you got commitments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a half day at preschool.
So today's session is going to be 9 to 10 times 5 minutes. Threshold target. What does threshold mean? I have no idea, but that's the target. What will I use to kind of hone in on what I think to be threshold? I will use heart rate, particularly targeting moving my heart rate towards 135 in the opening reps, and then trying to stabilize in and around 135 beats per minute across the 5-minute duration. I'll anchor that with a couple of lactate tests midway and at the end, just to get some sort of metabolic feedback. RPE wise, I'll be looking to start around 6 and finish around 8. Rest wise, I will leave open so that I can sort of control the ramp rate of my workout. And so I would probably start off around 1:15, and if it's too easy, I'll go down to 1 minute, and if it gets too hard, I'll go up to 1:30 likely. You'll notice I haven't spoken about power because that's probably the last piece of that puzzle. And power will be what it will be. My estimate is that it will be somewhere around 370 watts. I'll do the whole thing upright. I'm still, believe it or not, knocking on the door of 6 months post symptoms. I still have sensation in my sacral area. I think maybe from whatever compensations I've done to sort of protect the injury, maybe I've acquired a little bit of like a tendonitis of my glute. That's kind of what it feels like. So TTing can definitely aggravate it at high power. So I'm still reserving the TTing at high power until that's fully gone. Of course, that's a bit of an issue for racing, but I'm at least doing the TT on my long ride in, let's say, moderate power to sort of get some sort of durability and adaptation to TTing. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. But anyways, that's the workout, and I'm gonna finish this coffee. I've got the nutrition all ready. Bike's ready, just put some air in the tires. I do a little warm-up routine, dry land, let's call it. Well, that's the swim term, but you know what I mean. A dry land type warm-up before I get onto the bike. That's definitely something that's come out of this injury, being a bit more caring of warm-up and allowing my muscles and proper muscles to engage, my stabilizer muscles, before I start cranking on the chassis. That's something definitely, as I'm getting older, for sure is a necessary piece of this puzzle, so I'm going to do that. And then we will get into the workout, and I will allow it to go up to 10 times 5 minutes, and that would be a like a 20% increase in the last time I did 5-minuters. So that'll be the set, a good threshold set.
I'm a drop in the ocean, just a face in a crowd waiting to be seen. Big dreams set in motion. I wanna go where no one's ever been. I would climb the highest mountain. I would dive the deepest sea, just so I could make you feel what I feel. Aiming for the sky. Yeah, I really thought we'd make it. Got my head in the clouds, but I can see the world from up here. From up here, from up here. The world from up here. From up here, from up here. Can see the world from up here.
Alright, so all done the bike workout. Got my smoothie, which has 1,167 calories in it, so extremely dense. Get the fuel back in quick. Ended up riding for 2.5 hours. Ended up doing the full session, 10 times 5 minutes, with the first 8 on a minute recovery. And then my heart rate was getting really high, so then I went to 90 seconds recovery for the final 2. Average power around 379 watts. Lactate after number 4, 2.7 millimole, and after number 8, 2.3 millimole. So I was fading a bit in power then, which probably is why the lactate went down. Mainly because my heart rate was getting so high. Aaron was walking in here, so the humidity and heat goes up a bit higher, so you'd expect your heart rate to kind of climb a bit quicker if it's a bit hotter and more humid. And then I just rode easy for about an hour or so after. Really happy with the session. It's progressing well. I consumed both of those bottles that I made earlier, which inside those bottles was about 280 grams of carbs. And I consumed that in the first 90 minutes, the warm-up and then the main set. And so I think that equates to something like 187 grams of carbs per hour. So a really good push the limits of the gut absorption set as well. And then I like the long cool down after doing the iocarbs, because I likely didn't oxidize all those carbs, but it's training my gut at least to handle it. And then I actually get rid of all the carbs after in that cool down. And I just had one picky bar for that hour easy afterwards. So great set, everything's moving in the right direction. Wanted to do an update video just to show A, where my head's at, and B, where my fitness is headed. It's just over 3 weeks until Indian Wells, so we still have a little bit of time to train, and I'm excited. I'm building literally every single session. I'm getting better. I'm finally starting to get some confidence back. And yeah, we'll just keep building. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you'd like to see more of in the future. And hopefully we can get Talbert back down here sometime soon, and let's get some high quality videos going. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.